Hi everyone and welcome back. Today I wanted to show you a few things that I picked up during a recent thrifting trip. I got some really interesting things and some great finds. So let me go ahead and get started. So the first thing I came across was this huge pack of, or actually multiple packs of vintage wrapping paper. And I love to pick these up when I can find them. And this was a great pickup because within the packs of wrapping paper, there was like more wrapping paper that I didn't even know existed. So it was like multiple packs within packs. So this was a really great find. So I'll just go through these really quick. There's so many. Some of it still has plastic on it, but the really pretty florals. Just a kind of a plain one. This is wedding paper, but there was plenty of room kind of to cut around the wedding tag here, and it has these really pretty roses on it. So I thought I like the colors on that. This is a shower wrapping paper. I hope this isn't too shiny. I'm trying to show it without the packaging. Really pretty pinks and greens. This is another of the floral I showed earlier. This is a really pretty kind of partial sheets of wrapping paper here for a wedding. I like the color combo is pretty with the gold and kind of a gray blue color. And let's see, this one is another partial sheet here. Oh, here we go. This is, I think, a wedding paper too, but you know, it's got birds and flowers on it, so you could, you know, definitely use it for anything. And what I like to use wrapping paper for is lots of different things. You can use it to make cluster embellishments. Take little pieces of the wrapping paper to add to your little cluster tags you make. You can line the inside of a journal, the inside cover of a journal, even turn it into a page too. Wrapping paper is a little bit thin, so it's very delicate. So you kind of got to be careful with using it with something that's always going to be handled all the time. But just the colors and the vintage style of it just makes for lots of little, you could just take little pieces of the paper and kind of use it for small parts of your journal. This is some baby paper. I like that with the prams on it. And then some other really pretty floral. This was kind of interesting. It's got a really weird texture. It's almost like wallpaper, but it's not. It's actual paper, but it's kind of like a cloth feeling paper. And I love the old-timey look of this. So this would be great for a men's journal with kind of the old-fashioned cars and kind of the darker colors and everything. So kind of fun. I like this. This kind of has a toy store look to it. This is a little baby wrapping paper. This was the only kind of random, kind of normal sheet of paper that was in there, the stripe. So that could be good for Christmas. And this is very light colored. Actually, yeah, this is not the back side of the paper. It's a very kind of faded looking floral wrapping paper here. And then there are some sheets within here that I just discovered. This looks like a kind of a leopard print, and then some other sort of lighter prints too. I didn't have a chance to go through all this, but this floral is really pretty. And I really like this too. This is for a baby shower, but how cute is that the little cart with the flowers on it and the little awning. I think that's really cute. Here's more of that wedding paper with the bright flowers too. More wedding. Oh, I love this birthday. It's kind of a groovy, hippie birthday paper. This is pretty too. I like the yellow. And then more wedding paper. Really pretty. I can't believe how much paper there was in this. There was just a couple of packages. But like I said, within the packages, there was more paper that I didn't even realize there was. So, and oh, here's some clocks too. I thought this was kind of cool, the blue. And then this is kind of some random 80s paper that was mixed in here. Princess Jewel, I don't know. I vaguely remember something like this, kind of in maybe the late 80s, early 90s. And then there's just a little sheet of some snowman paper. And then these little guys, I can't remember what. This isn't Precious Moments. This was something that was earlier than that. If anybody remembers, add it to the comments, because I remember the little kids were so cute. They had the little pointy hair on the top of their head, but they were always like very soft images and kind of like for baby paper and that kind of thing. So these are really cute, but I can't remember the name of this kind of brand. So if anybody thinks of it, put a comment below. This is graduation paper, so it's kind of fun. My pens keep falling down as I'm putting the paper down here. Birthday paper, that's really pretty, those flowers. There's kind of just like a regular sort of blue paper. Kind of some fun wavy lined paper. And then you can see this through the plastic. This is just silvery wedding bells. And oh, this is kind of fun. This graduation paper and really cute baby pink and blue. This is kind of like this is a newer wrapping paper, I think. Just kind of some old-fashioned looking paper. And then one more with pandas on it. So really good find with this. I may put some of this in my shop as like maybe a variety pack or something like that, because there's just so much here. And I know, you don't always need like a big, huge amount of paper. Sometimes you just want a little bit to work with. So I may try and kind of combine some of these papers together. So the next thing I came across was this photo diary, and I was drawn to it with the yellow cover and the daisies, and I wanted to see what it was exactly. And it's actually just a kind of an old-fashioned photo book where you slide the pictures inside the little slots here. But the thing that I liked about it was the cover. I don't know if it's going to be too big to make a journal from, but it might be something fun, like kind of a travel journal with the narrower pages in it. I may try to do something with the cover, but I like the inside because, a lot of times in our journals, we're keeping track of our travels or things that we do. And the pages in here have these tags that go next to the photos with date, place, and occasion. And I thought this would be great to maybe cut these apart and use them as little cards inside of journals. So I'm going to work. There's plenty in here, so I think this will be great to work with. So every part of this, you could use for something interesting. And yeah, I want to think of something to do with this cover because it's so cheerful looking. Or maybe I'll even just keep it, maybe keep paper scraps in it or something like this. Just make something for myself. Just to maybe keep, or do a collage book or something like that. I'll figure something out with that. They also had this, I've talked about it before, how much I love to collect vintage tin recipe boxes. And there was a display, somebody must have had just a huge collection of them because there was a huge display of these recipe boxes that were for sale. And I was so tempted to get one, but I really don't have room for any more of those. So there were none that were like in perfect condition. I don't always like a lot of scratched up stuff like that. So sometimes the ones I have are in like almost perfect condition. So I kind of like that. I didn't really want ones that had a lot of scuffs on them and things like that. So, but it was amazing, the collection. But within the collection, they had these saver books, and I have the other kind that's kind of the cover's sort of gray looking. And I like these because it had bright colors. Quick saver book. And I got a bunch of them. They're used, but they're in really good condition. So they just have kind of these great old-fashioned drawings in them. And then there's the stamps. So these would just be fun, just to add as ephemera to a journal. And so I don't know. I thought these were just like a fun, even the cover you could use for something like do a collage or something like that with it. And then I found a pack of recipe booklets. Some were kind of newer, so I didn't want to keep those, but I did keep these kind of more old-fashioned ones that were mixed in. This was kind of cool. This great recipes for camp cooking from Better Homes and Gardens. I don't know if it says the date on it or not. But I'm planning on having some sort of a summer variety ephemera pack in my shop. So I've been kind of looking for things that are kind of summer related and barbecues and that kind of thing. So I thought this would be kind of fun to maybe use some pages from that. And then this is just a mixer recipe and instructions booklet from the 70s, and just great pictures inside. So I definitely will be able to use this for something fun. And then I got a set of cards. These are children's birthday cards. Just kind of different, just a variety of kind of animals, little animals, and just kids' party stuff. So, and they're pretty big. So these I like to use, and the size is good too, so you can use it as kind of a page to sew it. It will sew really nicely into the journal because it's large, and then you can do journaling on one side, and you know, keep this the way it is. You know, there's lots you can do with that. So I thought those were good. And then I found another golden magazine. I had gotten this on my last trip, and so I picked up another one. I just like all the fun like stuff in it. Just they have like games and things for kids. It's kind of a educational booklet, but it's got some really fun photos in it. And then I found this is another kind of cookbook to go with my summer theme that I'm kind of getting stuff for. This is the Big Boy Barbecue book. And it's just got some great photos of picnic food and grilling out, how to grill out, what to buy, that kind of thing. So, and then I got, I like these postcard, I don't know what you call them, like a, I don't know what the name of it. It's not just one postcard, but it's multiples in kind of a booklet. It's sort of like a souvenir postcard booklet that you would get on a trip somewhere. So I have a lot of these, but I thought this one was really pretty because of all the photos of the gardens. So I picked that one up. And then I found this recipe file, which just the cover alone is great. And inside, it's basically meant to, you know, you tuck your recipes into these folders, but I am definitely going to use these folders for something, either to make a variety pack and put some ephemera inside the folder, or actually put it right into a journal, because the pocket's right there, and I can kind of cut around things and do stuff with it to fit it into a journal. So I just love these huge color photos on the, or not photos, but drawings, very 70s. I think this is from 1973. So this was a great find. And then I found a couple of kind of bigger things. I don't normally buy, I'm mostly just looking for paper when I'm thrifting, but every once in a while I'll pick up something that's not paper related. And I got this, I show this on my Instagram. This is a Napco brand planter. And I guess it's sort of for a nursery or something like that, but it's got a big opening in the back. I figure I could use for pens, but I just fell in love with this dog. I thought the colors were so cute, and it would just be really fun to have in my craft room. So I walked by it a few times, and I kept thinking, all right, do I want to get it? And so then I'd walk back, pick it up, and see if I really liked it, and then I'd put it down and walk away and think about it for a little bit, and then come back. And finally I was like, all right, I've done this like 3 times, so I think it's time to bring it home, because I think I probably would have gone home and come back and picked it up. And it's in really good condition. And I love these types of kind of porcelain figurines. They're sort of kitschy and fun. They have a lot of them are that I've seen are kind of for a child's nursery. So there's like baby block shapes, and they're all like little planters. I guess you'd put, you know, like a plant in. But definitely perfect for pens or craft supplies or something like that. And then it's just something cute, and it matches my craft room. So I thought it would be fun, and I'm very glad I got it. And it wasn't that much either. These actually aren't, I looked them up online. They're not worth like a ton. But still, it's just fun, and it's kind of, you know, brings back happy memories. And so it's just cute. And then one more thing I found, I'm going to show you. Actually, I already put it up on my wall, so I'll bring you over here to show it to you. Okay, I'll just kind of give you an idea of where we are here in the craft room. So this is the back of my craft room wall, kind of by where I make my cards. And over here is what I found. So this is a kind of a, I don't know what you call it, like a letter holder. It would be for maybe an office, but there's a place to put letters, notes, and then miscellaneous. And just the color is so perfect for my craft room. I couldn't believe it. I walked past it one time. I was actually looking at a some of the, this was at an antique mall. Some of the people that set up their booths do it really fun. Like they make it so you're like in a, like this particular area I was looking at, they made it look like a kind of a 70s basement. So everything was brown. It was all brown 70s things. So you know, like there was like a rust yellow floral couch, and then like fun brown shelving with brown coasters and all kinds of fun stuff like that. But it was set up really nicely, and all this stuff was in really good condition. And I was just admiring it, and I walked past it, and then I went back to look at something over there again, and I had totally missed this that was on the wall. It was on like kind of a pegboard thing, and it's in perfect condition. The only thing it was missing is, if you can see down here, there's little pegs for hanging, I think keys or something. There's just a peg missing, but you can't even tell. But the rest of it, it's not cracked, it's not faded, nothing. So it's kind of hard to say. Like it's a little dark over in this corner of the room, but it's just bright and cheerful. And I thought it looks perfect by where I have cards that I need to make because my card holder is empty. But I figure I can put some fun greeting cards in there and kind of brighten it up a little bit. And it just looks good next to my wooden stamps. And again, I've talked in the past about, you know, sort of, you know, making your craft area your own and giving it personality and putting the things in it that you love. And also using what you put up for decoration. So if there's something you can use as decor, but then also it's functional, that's a plus too. So this definitely falls into that area, as does the Napco little dog that I found too, because I can use it for my pens. But so I was so excited to find something like this. So definitely, if you're thrifting, take another walk around because you may have missed something that you didn't see the first time. I always make sure I do that because I inevitably end up finding a real treasure when I walk right past it. So that's everything today that I found thrifting. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you in my next video.